Okay. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Good afternoon. Okay, so I was off charts for a little bit after trading AM, so we gotta start charting again here. Weekly fair value gap on ES is most likely gonna get tagged this week. Most likely through CPI and PPI. So I do like lower prices. This daily fair value gap, I want to see this completely filled. At the very least now. We got this flip on ES, by the way. Closure, retrace back to side. This is a daily inversion now. Just gonna mark out this 4 hour here. If we do want to come back up, that's something we want to rebalance. If not, this is the low we're heading towards. As well as NQ lows here. NQ is getting very close to these lows. Trying to mark this, delete the old one now. This is more actionable. What do we have in the hourly? This is not. This is a hour. So the hour BPR, this is what kind of we use for the morning price action, which worked successfully. Our breaker with the hour fair value gap on ES, which we use, I think, for PM session yesterday, worked successfully. And now we're just looking for lower prices, essentially now. Looking for this to get tagged for 24 bare minimum. Oh, let me say we're online. I forgot. Okay, let me delete some of these. See how the 5-minute looks. Pretty classic 5-minute on ES here. ES took Asia lows there in London, made a low around the opening time, 3 to 4, came back up, and then New York really just took the highs, and now we're going to be focused on these lows here. That's what we're looking for PM session to hit. Very classic PO3 here. Accumulation. We got the manipulation up, and then we're going to try to distribute back to these lows. Yeah, but pretty classic day, pretty range bound day. These range bound, man, like this is so easy to make money off these type of trades. Just because if you already can anticipate for CPI, pre-CPI, because CPI is tomorrow, this is pre the day before, you're anticipating most likely, let's say in the daily range. I don't want to see price really hover around these edges too much here. Let's say like let's use the previous day here. Just the opening of the candle closure and the opening of it. I don't really want to see price get above here. I don't want to see price get below here. I want to let it stay within range. It can get out for a little bit, but I want to see it stay back inside like that until CPI, and then whatever CPI wants to do goes down, go above. Ideally, even leave some liquidity. What the heck? What the heck? There we go. That was weird. I tried to put escape. So that's what this helped me play AM price action very, very well. Just knowing that I'm anticipating price to stay within the range. The range basically is this high all the way to this low. You want to stay within it. And once more people get online for the stream, let's say like the first 15 minutes, I'll go over some AM trades that we took in the bias, and then we'll hunt for PM from here. But we're cooking. We're cooking today, or hopefully we keep on cooking the rest of the day. Take profit trader. Let's get everything loaded up. So we know what we're really looking for. We're looking for these lows. It's just how we're gonna get there. And for those who just try to chase these shorts here, let's say you try to chase these shorts to go for the liquidity, you got killed. This one got killed again. Try to do it again. You get killed one more time, third time. That's not something I teach or really encourage. But yeah, good move basically. I think we had some shorts around like 560s, I believe. Target price was I believe we said 505. 505 and the next just trailer stop to these lows here, 446 as well as 420s. And I got stopped for 7.7k in profit. Man, I really can't wait. This is also what I talked about on stream and on Twitter, on my socials. I can't wait to actually start scaling up. I think that's what I'm going to aim for in 2025. And then really do like 6 figures a month. 6 figures a month does not mean like, okay, let's do 100k. It's open-ended. It could be all up to like 200, 300, 400. I'm not going to let the number distract me. That's what I'm working towards, because we have the model there. It's all about just the scalability, and looking at the number is kind of hurts your psychology, because like now instead of like doing like, let's say 3 minis, now you're doing like 10 minis per trade. And like if you're like, a good trade could make you like $3,000 on a scalp. Now a scalp with like 10 15 contracts, that's like a 5k 10k scalp right there, in and out. So I'm gonna just do it slowly. So far my Weibo has been, we already 2x'd it. I think we're approaching 3x right now. It's kind of crazy. If I just did this with like my main account, we would be up like 200 300k already. It's all good. We have plenty of time. We're young here, or I don't want to say we all have experience, and we're building up and we're working towards goals. And so no matter your age, it's once it start clicking. That's why I say once it start clicking, it's a very exponential growth, and you just want to work on consistency. The more you build towards it, add a little size to it. Once it start clicking too, once everything's, you have like 6 months of consistency, let's say, of your performance. You like your performance. You don't want to change anything to it. Just, that's the only thing you change is your size now. The Iman guy is a loser for making that video about Casper. Like, how does that video help with trading? It is kind of like a distraction. I think for me, it's like I'm just flabbergasted by the content of the videos. Like, he got taken for weed, 400 pounds of cocaine, and like 70 firearms and all. It's like, whoa, that is like a kingpin type of a drug pen type of bust there. And you wouldn't expect that from someone who just teaches people how to trade online. But yeah, I mean, now there's like 2 things added to it. Either he does like showcase some sim fake trades and pushes off as real. That's like kind of like frowned upon. The other is like, is it good? Is it good for him to, or fair for him to sell mentorship for like 10,000 a pop? That's up to the user. I don't think anyone can have a say about that. As long as like the user happy, no problem with it. But yeah, it also, you gotta admit, like kind of hurts the credibility about it too. When not just about like, there's 2 things. The credibility is like, he came up from a bad upbringing, which he changed his mistakes. That's good. But then on top of that, he's also pushing paper trades as real trades, so that does hurt your credibility. I don't think like you can trust someone in that way anymore. But you know what? If people are liking his content, if people like his teaching, there's nothing to go against it. Yeah, that's what like a lot of people are speculating, is like he gotta snitch somewhere, because he would have been in prison for like 20, 30, 40, 50 years with that bus. But he was out really quick. So it is pretty interesting. But yeah, I was talking to like other people about it. Like it's like I talked to Lance or Desi about it. I talked to Tanya about it earlier too. I'm like, do you guys have like a crazy upbringing to your trading? Because I feel like the people I know have such a straightforward vanilla type of transition. Like you just you were trading in college, you're doing school at the same time, and then you said, I think I'm gonna drop out and try trading for full time. That's like the common transition. But then you see a transition like, oh, he got busted. He was the kingpin. He was started selling drugs door to door, and then he comes up to being the organization leader of it. With that much on the line, it's not even drugs. Like it's not even a weed. It's like cocaine as well. That's some heavy duty stuff. 400 pounds too. That's what is flabbergasted with me. Yeah, so far nothing to see here. We have a little bit SMT here. We're still drawing lower, but I don't think this is good risk forward for shorts yet. What did Patrick say? The only thing I know Patrick would be like is it's gonna be something about ICT, like, oh look, another ICT trader. Well, I mean, he's cherry picking when he's doing that though. Because he can't talk about me, he can't talk to other ICT traders. There's gonna be some bad apples with any big kind of trading concept. Let's say someone starts like doing EMAs or something like that. There's gonna be bad actors here. There's gonna be some people that's trading very well with them with trend lines or EMAs. There's gonna be others that just does poorly in them, and it's not the right way to do it, or it's more marketing than trading. Which I clarify. Wait, is it 400 grams or pounds? Oh, so why did someone say it was pounds? What the heck? What is 400 grams? How much is that? Is that like how much is that in value? I just don't know nothing but of cocaine in dollars. Let me see how much that is. $81 per gram. That's 2021. It's gonna be inflation now. How much is that? Is that a lot? It's basically like, let's say like $90 per gram times 400, 36,000. Okay, it's not that much, I guess. Yes. I think I got misinformed then because I read someone said 400 pounds. I was like, damn. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, nothing here right now. We're just waiting. The stream, we'll talk about anything really while we're waiting because there's no, I don't think there's any setups here at all. I mean, I can see a unicorn here, breaker setup here. I'm gonna just use the body closure here. At this current state, I don't think I see anything. What is up, Nick? Edibles are good, man. Edibles are good. TC type of. I took that unicorn 478. Let me see. Yeah, 478. Oh, okay. So you're talking about probably this then. Yeah, I think any good retracing back up. We're already short bias. We're looking at these lows, which I feel like it's gonna tease as much as it can. So I would not advise trying to chase it, thinking like, okay, we're gonna impulse down. I think we wait a little bit here. We're kind of in a difficult area for trades. It's a long bias, but it's just hard in this chop here, especially in the lower range of it. AQ said he's up 600 today, but not gonna lie, overtraded. Not happy with the approach. Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like I feel like I did trade a lot today, but it was reasonable trading. Oh yeah, no, Nick, I do trade AM. It's more so I'm focused on PM, but I guess for me, like if I wasn't streaming or had a Discord, I probably wouldn't be trading AM. I would just be trading one session, just 2 hours, be done and out. But I mean, it's always good to practice trading session because I'm just mastering PM session to the max right now. I feel like I've got to the point where even if it's bad price action for PM, I got the idea of how to trade it. Just because PM is just usually more consolidating and a continuation of AM if the liquidity is not taken. If it is taken, it's still just gonna be more within the range bound chop there. And I can do 10-point stops, 8-point stops on NQ and PM. I cannot do that with AM. So I am allowed to do tight risks for PM just because they're so slow but much more consistent. We see AM, we do like 20-30 point candles sometimes in 1 minute. Like that would get me stopped 3 times over with my stop size. Okay, yeah, we can go over the AM trades today. While we're waiting, I don't think. Let me just see first. Look in the 15 minute. We're just back and forth. We're still drawing lower, so I probably want to short to take out this low. I feel like what we're gonna do is just retrace inside this breaker, come back down. Is my freaking escape button not working? The hell? I don't even know I like the short too much. I mean, it's good risk. I think it's width on the edge. We did take out this internal low already. I need to see more liquidity being built. I think if we build another low down here, we can use that as me to draw. Any retracement would be a short. So I'm going to just wait to 130 most likely. Let's just get off charts. And we'll go over the AM trades today. Which, if you guys saw on Twitter, we're up $7,700 on it, which is pretty good. I think it could have been like an easy 10K day if I held a little bit more. I took some TPs on the way. But just going over today, we started off right before market open. We had this 15-minute bearish fair value gap, which we closed above at 9:15, 9:30 here. We opened up. We got this closure already. We also created, with this displacement, we created a 15-minute fair value gap. What I was saying on the alert channel here, which is open for Discord if you want to review it, just like at 9:30, I'm watching for a drive in 4-hour fair value gap, 4-hour BPR. It's the 4-hour and the hour. That's the same thing, same gap. Since we already inverse the 15-minute, I just want to see it retrace back inside and then drive inside 4-hour. And then after that, if we do retrace in the 4-hour, I'm just going to look for confirmation to the downside and find a meter draw, hunt for a low time for entry. This is basically the idea of it. Closure above, retrace back inside, fill this 4-hour gap, and then really slam down. So like if you took longs, that was a winner. If you took shorts after this 4-hour filled, that's a winner. And then I think we did take a third short entry once we retrace back inside, and that did stop me out. I think it was like 5-minute BPR. Where was that 5-minute? Yeah, it was here. It was here. Yeah, it was. I think it was this one. I wanted this to. Ideally, I wanted this to really just come back up, and then slam down for another low. Didn't do that, so we. I think I took like 15-point loss here. Looked for re-entry. It really filled all the way up to this hourly as well as the 4-hour here. Both things. And what I was looking for is waiting for confirmation for re-entry. So if we do get back down here, go back to the alerts here. I have market commentary in the trading chat too. This is also alerts. Starting this, I think this helped me a lot. I don't know if you guys also utilize something like this. We have CPI tomorrow, so today's pre-CPI, meaning I'm expecting us to stay within the main range. Something I talked about at the start of the stream here. So if we're staying in the main range, I don't think we want to really push above 600. We want to let that stay in this range for CPI to deliver outside of it. So it should say I wouldn't. It says I would T. I wouldn't like playing breakouts or continuation of the edges. And then right at 1036 is when I started liking the downside. It looks really ripe for downside. And that's when it did here. Once we filled this 5-minute BPR, came back up. I expect this to slam down. We dropped down to the 1 minute. I think we had that 1 minute set up somewhere. Let me just mark it out. It was this one here that I shared in the chat, and lots of guys clicked to. I would probably use this as the breaker. If you're bearish, you're looking at this high all the way to the wick close. Once we get this displacement here, this retrace slightly to the bottom of that breaker here. We didn't get a deep drive in, or Alex, this is probably a better short here. We took this high here, inversion, retrace. This is where I started entering shorts on this closure. Stop at the recent high because there's no reason for it to go back up if we're bearish. And then the target here was 505, which we held 60 points. Wow. I didn't have that large of a size holding all the way down there. So that's what we did. Let me just go up to it too. Yeah, it's around 10 a.m. here. CPI tomorrow, expecting to stay in the main range. That's I think that's the best thing you can really play on. So you're kind of playing the range bound bias, and knowing AM session, we're just going to be very fast paced back and forth. And I think this is what I was introducing. Gun in my head, we're going to retrace out of the 5-minute BPR and one more time and slam back down. Exactly did that. 1 minute inversion at 1040, tight stops. Or no, 1 minute inversion at 1037. That was this candle here. That's the one I took. And then stop at the low. We're looking for targets was where the frick did we put the target? Pre-CPI, stay within the range. Use internal fair value after media draw. Playing both sides when we get confirmation. And then target was 505 New York lows, and then 440, 425. If we can get there, that's very ambitious because once again, pre-CPI is within the range. So I trailed my stops. I think I got stopped out like 480s. I wasn't able to get all the way. So congrats for anyone who took that play. Like, it doesn't have to be this trade, but it's just with the buys. I kept on slamming shorts, targeting the low, the New York low, 505. And then eventually, I really want to see this get hit, 425s. How many people traded AM today, guys? Let's maybe press 1 if you're green on AM, press 2 if you're red, and then 0 if you're break even for AM session so far. And then we'll look for PM. But like, that was such a good session. I don't know. I feel like we've been doing back-to-back, just a lot of zeros, a lot of ones as well. We've just been doing back-to-back like market price reading, and it's just been hitting. And I think over time, you guys are going to learn about how to read price action very, very well. Because that's all it is for me, particularly. It was nice here. Green or red poll. 49 people are green, 15 people are red. There was some, I took 4 trades basically. One of them was red. That 15, that once we got that re-short, got hurt on that, which is fine. Then re-entered short on this thing, slammed back down. That was like the beauty here. That's the highlight of the session. Going forward over PM, I think if we just take out this low here, I am sort of liking it to be longs back up, back inside the range again. So that's what I'm going to be anticipating for PM session, just based off of historical data with news drivers and playing within the range bound. I could be wrong in the range bound, but that just probably mean I won't be in a trade. If there's a false signal, I'll most likely get stopped on it. But we're looking for confirmation on the 15-minute. or the 5 is bare minimum here. This should be the 5-minute fair value gap here. So yeah, we retrace back inside, coming lower. I feel like AM did a lot of the moves already, and it's leaving scraps for PM. The continuation for PM, like I said, is what I'm thinking of, where we had the AM session not taking the liquidity yet. We took the upside, we haven't took the downside, so PM is going to continue after AM and take that low for us. I would actually like to see us take one more failed attempt up, though, to shake people out. Because it's very early in the PM session right now. We're like 20 minutes in. If we take this low out, I'll play upside. If we do run back up, I think we're looking for a false move before taking the sell side. That's like kind of what I'm thinking right now. I don't know if you guys are thinking the same way, but what are you guys' thoughts for PM session? We can do the poll also. PM bias poll. Bullish, bearish, range bound. I think range bound is going to be such a good answer here, but we'll see. We'll see. Up to you guys. All right, let me read the chat. I think you guys are blasting the chat right now. After 4 years of trading, do you have any tip to embrace the boredom? Because it caused me today, as a previous day, to take trades which aren't according to my rules. I mean, here's the thing. Trading, you want to make it as boring as possible, because the only way to make it like exciting is if you trade a lot. And when you trade a lot, it depends on your trading style. Like, some people do take like 10, 20 scalps a day, and they do come out nicely out of it. That's not my preference, or it's my style. And not many people can handle that, because that does affect your mindset. Because let's say you take 20 trades, every loss could be people will take profits easily, but people can't handle losses. So 20 trades, if you have like 8 losses, let's say 60% win rate, one of those losses, all you need one of those losses to tilt you or be emotional, and it wipes out all your profits for the day, for the week, for the month. And it's not fun to do. So that's why I've been, for me at least, reducing the quantity of it. I go in every day just thinking like, I'm gonna look for 1 trade, 2 trade at most likely, and then aim for base hits, aim for higher win rate rather than bigger targets for PM session. At least for AM, it's very versatile. Okay, let me just keep on reading. If you had to choose between AM or PM, which would you go for? I would say PM, just because PM has been extremely profitable for me. AM has been doing better. I think I've been reading AM a little bit better now that I can distinguish, like, okay, this is AM session, this is the price conditions for AM, and this is for PM. And PM does more consolidation. AM's more about delivery and expansion and manipulation. And it's typically more seek and destroy type of price action as well. While PM is just very accumulating and going for the targets, just going very slow though. So I can adapt to that. I think that helps me, my trading style there. Let me see. Slade, happened to me today. Wiped my whole months of profit. Holy crap! What accounts were you trading, Slade? It's so difficult because that hurts everyone. No one's vulnerable to it. It's also why I reduced my quantity of trading. Back then, I would trade like 10 setups per day, 8 setups per day, and it'll be like quick scalps. And it'll do good. I mean, if I stick to my rules, but it only takes one loss to tick you off. Let's say it was like very close to TP and it flips you. That hurts me so much. And then I'll remove my stop, take like a loss that's like 3-4 times more than I should have. Yeah, it's annoying. But AM session was such a good session already. I don't think PM might be the best. Just an FYI. Because you gotta realize PM session right now is pre-CPI. And it's the closest session for the day before CPI as well. So I think the moment we get the sell side, we're just gonna stick in the range. It's gonna be nasty, nasty chop. I could be wrong. I could see like quick deliveries, but that's what I'm anticipating. I just hope you guys are doing fine already. No one's pressing buttons when they shouldn't. How old are you guys? Guess my age. Let's see. Let's see if the majority can guess it. We'll make things clear right now. We'll give you a standard deviation of 2 years, plus or minus. At least 14, yeah. 22, 25, 23, 24. It's generally in the same area. Yeah, you guys are getting close to it. For you guys, I'm 23. That's the real answer. For Twitter, I'm 14. Discord, I'm also 23. It's only Twitter that I'm 14. It's surprising how many young people there are too. Like I think how old is Dodgy? I think Dodgy's 22 or 23. And then Lanto's like 22, I think. Desi's 21, 22. And then we have like the older people like Ash is I think 30 already. Kane is 31. Tanya's 25, 26, something around there. So lots of young people still. And then still a lot of older people in the 30. Lanto is probably, yeah, I think Lanto's 22, but if you go by his voice, we'll say he's 16. How do you keep your mindset straight after taking a loss and not try to make it all back quickly? That is the issue that I had like before I was thinking about base hits and lower my quantity. Like I'll do like let's say 2 good trades, make like $300, quick scalps, and then one trade goes me back minus 100. I'm like, damn, I was up 300, now I'm down 100. I want to make that back, and I'll force basically some trades where I shouldn't be taking sessions that I should be trading also, like at lunchtime or like power or anything like that. I should be touching, but just because I'm focused on like I made that money, I lost it. I want to make it back. You start spiraling. Sometimes they'll save you. You're like, oh, you made it back, nice. As planned. Other times you dig more losses, and then once you get like minus 500, minus 600, you're like, okay, I'm gonna risk the whole count now. I just need to make this back, and that's part of psychology. Best thing is like to do, I think for me, very tight stops, because every loss for me would be like $200, $300 per trade. I can handle that. Because next trade, let's say it's a win, it's gonna be plus 400, a little bit more than my loss, and then one loss, one win, I'll be up like $50, $100, depending on the TP. I really haven't had 2 back-to-back losses in a while, which is thankful, man. Are you gonna trade PM session tomorrow and Thursday? I'm gonna be trading PM session every single day, no matter if there's news, no news, if there's power or not. Just to 2 things, just to really gain screen time about my trading, about PM trading. The other thing is just to show that like you can trade any session as long as you know what you're doing and being patient for it. It works out. I like this to reject, but I also like to see this fail and then get another setup like that. I think I like that. I like this much more. One more failed attempt, short confirmation. Try to fail whatever it wants here. Even this 15-minute fair value gap. Because this is way too close to these lows. And like if you're thinking like pre-CPI, right? We're looking at, let's say like you're looking at this range here. Just view this as premium discount here. You don't want to be, especially when you know what range bounding. Let me do this. I want to see it try to retrace as much as I can, shake all the early shorts as much as I can, and then I'll start looking for confirmation. So I think there's a 50% chance this works. I'm trying to root for it to fail so I can play the next short. So I'm gonna be hands off on this one though. If you guys are bearish, this is something that you'll be looking at right now, and then your stop would be probably above this high. I'm gonna read you back chat. I'm also pretty green on the day, so I don't want to mess things up on pre-CPI. It's always like, I think non-farm payroll, I did get hurt on it. Was it trading Thursday or trading Wednesday? I forgot. Last week, price action was just so tease worthy. And then I keep on trying and trying for it. It'd be like minus 300, minus 300. Took 2 back-to-back losses on it. Just because I know price action conditions are just not that good. And we're going into that today. So simple breaker like this, when we already stabbed lots of lows, I don't really trust it as much. So I'm rooting for this to get ran through. Let me look at chat. 30 to 35 peak male age. Dude, I hope when I get like, I don't want to think about 30 yet, but let's say I get to like 28. That's like 5 years for me. That I am able to do, that I know what I'm doing already to the maximum. And I'll just put like 2 hours, 1 hour even of a trading time. Maybe I'll have like a bot or something already, and just making money on my trading style without me putting as much effort. Because once you get everything down, like ideally you want to start coding a bot that has everything that you're doing, what are you looking for. So for instance, a bot that determines bias is going to be tremendous for me. A bot that determines where the next immediate draw is based off my parameters, that's going to be tremendous. It's either going to be a full-on trading bot or just tools that makes my life easier. Instead of me looking through all the charts and all that, it's going to be already done for me, and I'm just going to follow based off the stats. That's the goal. Which right now, I think for me, the last 6 months, last 7 months, or this whole year basically, it's just been me honing in and trying to level up as much as possible. This record seems like it's working. I want to see it run through. I don't want to see this low get taken yet, because I know there's going to be a better short setup if this does get run through. I think a lot of my trading has been half discretionary, half what is it? Half mechanical. That's the thing. So we'll have to see. I mean, T trades were able to make a nice spot for himself. I still don't know fully about his model, his trading model. I just know that lots of it does align with what I'm looking at. But I would be more focused on scalps. So that's about immediate draw for me, because I think that's my asset lately about my trading. And then the other thing is my bias. So if there's an indicator that can really just, let's say, you know how we have these notes here? How about an indicator that programs based off looking at higher time frame charts where there's fair value gaps respecting, or basically the PD arrays, whether it's respecting or violating, it'll reconfigure the bias for you. And maybe it'd be like high time frame would be like neutral, like gray, green for bullish, red for bearish. Just program it that way. That'd be ideal for me. What tools would make your strategy easier? Those are the two things I talked about. The easiest one is just a bias indicator, most likely, based off of the charts and how it's delivering from. So yeah, this breaker is working. There's a 50% chance it would have worked for me. The easier one would have been if this really gets through it and shake as many people as we can out. But once again, this is the draw. We're mainly looking at shorts the whole time to take out 424s. Good rejection from this breaker, honestly. The idea, like, I didn't take this once again before people start complaining. This will be the idea, though. You can put stop above the breaker. If it's a nice swing low, like 2 points above, I would use that. And then you're going for the next internal low here, which is, I like this low. You can also go for this low for 1-to-1, most likely. This is a good one here. And then you would probably let that trail and run down all the way down here. I still don't like too much shorts in this area yet. I want to see it rip up to 500 and then fail, and that will give me high probability setups to the downside. So we're going to wait for that. If not, if we don't get that, then no trades. Oh yeah, and for those who are in the Discord, we also put up, I think a lot of you guys wanted this weekly training session. We're gonna go over many topics. It's gonna be 90 minutes every weekend. These are the times, so pick your times here. I think the winner right now are like Saturday 7 p.m. and the other one is Sunday 8:30. Those are the times that I think is the best suited. It's gonna be recorded. The first session we're gonna do at we talked about here is introduction to ICT. So this is where, if you're new, you don't know what ICT is, we're gonna try to cover as best we can on the beginner's concept. But I'm just surprised how well we've been doing for AM and PM lately. Both for AM and PM. I would be confident for PM just because I've been trading it for 6 months now. Only PM focus. But since you guys did want some AM trades, I basically adapted what I learned and experienced in PM session just for AM. And it's been working pretty well. For your bias, which time alignment do you look for? The 4-hour or daily or both? This is the time frame alignment here. I'm more focused on the 4-hour, 15, 1 minute. So if I'm looking at my higher time frame bias, it's the 4-hour because I'm trading the 1. That's my execution. So that's why you see me more look at mostly the 4-hour, 15, and 1. I do look at the 5 and the hourly sometimes. That's only when the 15-minute doesn't show anything. I'll look at the 5. Sometimes the 15-minute has just been so poor. Like right now. You see how ignoring on the left side here? This 15-minute chart shows me nothing whatsoever. So I might opt for the hourly. What I can see in the hourly is like, okay, we're getting something here. We have this large inefficiency in the hourly. And we're watching to see if we can rebalance it, which I think we're trying to do right now. Or get a close under it, use this as an inversion to price target these lows. Same thing with the 5-minute. Maybe I'll find something in the 5-minute. This is something I'm looking for the 5-minute. We refill this 5-minute gap, and then we're looking for these lows here. So once again, that's why the 15-minute doesn't look good. You opt for the next time frames. Yeah, I'm gonna say heads up right now. I don't know if we're gonna look. I don't know if we're gonna get good trades today. For those who are in shorts right now, you're looking pretty good. You're probably looking for these lows now, and then trail for this. I'm not in anything right now. At the end of the day, it's gonna be about you pressing the button. If I like this, let's say I like this short, but I don't want to take it, just because it's a lower quality than I want it. I want to see something else first. Like for instance, this is what I want to see first, and then look for shorts. It's up to you whether you want to sit out with me or take it. Yeah, lots of people in the chat earlier was talking about this breaker. I do like this breaker. It's more 50-50 for me. Trade basically, I received my rebate using your code. Yeah, I did see that. I think we almost have it automated, but I don't want to do automated. I just want to look through like, okay, is everything right, working right? Because the back of my head is like, what if they add another zero and it's a glitch and it accidentally goes through and someone just received like $5,000? I'm like, damn. So I just we have either me or another team member just like looking like, okay, is this the right amount? Is this how much they should be receiving? I think I saw you like Slade. I think it was like $140. Good, very good, man. But we are just cooking. We are just waiting. Feel free to ask questions while we're waiting. Interesting breaker. Interesting also ES leaving some wick highs. Short with me, so I won't be scared. I'm just being more cautious right now. I think if it wasn't CPI and we didn't have such areas of inefficiency above, this was gonna be like a classic trade that I normally take. Because it allows you to do very tight stops. I think the stop we demonstrated was like 10 points, and then you can go for like about a 15-point first TP. Or first TP would be 15 points here. I think the next internal, the real internal low would be about 25. Where are you managing the sell side from? It's just Friday low, I think. Friday or Thursday low. We took Friday CPI here at 440. We took it on Monday. And then we've just been hovering. We've just building liquidity now. I think this gets hit pretty hard. Ideally today. If not, it's going to get ran overnight. If not, CPI is going to run it. I think it was a good call yesterday. I think yesterday, which is why I was saying, like, I think, yes, we're not going to go for this low. We're going to save it for overnight. Or we're going to save it for New York tomorrow, which we got so close every single time. It's just high resistance. Yeah, the trading video will be recorded. I think the goal of the trading session videos would be live streams on Discord would be more so showing up. I mean, you can watch the recording, but it's gonna be so infinitely better if you can enjoy it and ask questions. Same thing like if you guys were in college in your 8-day back in your day, or even now if you're in college right now, you can watch a pre-recorded lecture. You're gonna watch it, and there's gonna be some things you're gonna be like, what is this? I'm not understanding this fully. That's where it's best to like, don't be afraid to ask right then. We're basically running office hours with some training sessions and some materials. So combine that with just showing up every single day for practice, we're good. What's your dream car? When will you get it? Oh, that's a good question, honestly, because I've been thinking about it. I'm either gonna just get like the very classic Tesla Model 3, or I think the Model S or Model Plaid or whatever it's called. I'm gonna get it very soon. Use 1 month of payouts for it. 2024, how much? 89,000. What do you guys think about this car? Is it a W or is it like a waste of money? Because I like it. I just like Tesla in general, but I think this is a luxury vehicle, that they're higher end vehicle. I low-key would love to see it auto drive for me, but I think I heard you have to still watch the wheel. Get a Honda Civic, no Lambo. Honestly, I just like more tech cars and more versatility rather than like a nice, um, expensive fast car. All those EMFs. That's funny. Yo, Pickle did get a Model 3 and he said he loved it. I'm gonna get the Model 3 or the Plaid. And I talked to Tanya about it. She just hates Tesla in general. She's like, hell no, I'm not getting that. I'm not even entertaining it. Wow, good shorts for those who took that. I did once again. I did not take that. Damn. This will be the main TP you're looking for, and then you can try to hold for 424. What's the interior like for the Plaid though? I want to see what it looks like. Dude, that actually looks so nice. Me putting trading view on here. Can I trade, you think, on the go? Put a Starlink on the top of the car for Wi-Fi? That'd be kind of crazy. Dude, how can I look at pictures? I want to see the interior of it. Oh, there it is, interior. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going for though. You gonna be in Miami next month? Is it for what again? Is it for the JCap thing? I need to see actually because I might be having a trip around that time. I had the Model X Plaid, great car, just didn't like the build quality for the price. Honestly, I think that's what I heard too. I think some of the quality wasn't that good. More like cheap feeling material. So get the Lucid. Oh, Tesla has Wi-Fi installed. Okay, nice. Don't need a Starlink on top of the car. Oh, I should. Let me flip this before. I forget to change my bias on this note because we've been bearish pretty much all AM session. I like my Model 3. I might just get the Model 3 too. Maybe I'll wait for a Plaid revamp and I'll just upgrade. I feel like I'm pretty conservative with money at least. I don't my expense is very low like versus my income bringing in because each month I don't really buy like luxury clothes or these watches or anything like that. I just buy for food and that's it really. And then you got Lanto out here calling me cheap for looking at deals. Like I still look. Let's say if I'm going for pizza, I'm like let me just look up a deal. Let's see if I can find one. I don't think I would never stop. I could have like 8 figures in my portfolio, and I'll probably still look for a discount on a pizza delivery or something. What are the best live trading broker? I think Trade of Eight is probably the best one. I transferred, I think 50,000 on my trade evade. I'm gonna start trading on trade evade. I only did Weeble. Weeble is expensive for fees. I only did Weeble once again. Some people ask me like, why are you trading Weeble? I did it only because I had options money, and I was like, oh, Weeble features is a thing. Let me try it out. And I didn't realize the fees are kind of expensive. But yeah, I think it's a good decision to start looking at your live account, your personal funded account, because we don't know the current state with prop firms, and it's probably best to just do both at this point. You don't want to rely on funded companies anymore. You want to do I still think we still do both, or still trade them, but trade them with your funded. Use your profits to funnel them. That's always been the goal. And then I think the last 3 months, once like things are getting more change, that's why you see me trading my live again, which we're up like 47,000 since I started. That's crazy. Been doing personal account for 4 years. I love it. I basically did it for like, I think a year and a half, and then I started doing prop firms simultaneously with it. And then eventually I had so many fund accounts where I'm like, why do I even want to put my live account in here? So I stopped trading for live for like 2 years, like 2.5 years, and just got back on it recently. Yeah, and then like Train Dream said, like the goal is to make as much money as you can for prop firms, and then funnel it into whether your option port, your live personal cash, futures port, invest it long term. You're basically set now. I mean, I still think prop firms are a good advantage. What I do think is people are using recency bias to make it look very bad for prop firms. Let's say for Apex, right? Apex doesn't even do 80% sale anymore as much. They increase the lifetime fee from $85 for all accounts to $125. People don't actually like that anymore. People are like, whoa, it was cheaper before. Why did they change it? It's because if you were there for Apex for the first like 3 years, before they did the $85 lifetime sale for all accounts, it was full price. You have to pay either the monthly, which is monthly recurring for $85, or you pay the lifetime fee, which has no discount. The 50K is already like 140 bucks. You go for the 150K, it's like 200, 300 bucks. So I think that's what makes people not like prop as much, because they had it good, too good, and now the rules are like kind of making it less less appealing for traders who do want to milk them. That's where like opinions do change. But yeah, even Top Step, I don't have a problem with Top Step making it like 5 accounts, XFAs, and you can't trade live at the same time. It's gonna be the same thing. Like the two main things, like okay, they're gonna gaslight you thinking it's for the trader when it's them protect themselves. The other side is like, okay, now what's stopping anyone from just withdrawing all their live cash and funneling to their port? Take withdrawal anytime they want. No 90-10 split. No rules. That's what I'm also encouraging. There's no live benefits. The simulated environment is already good. That 5K market cap per account shouldn't be affecting anyone at all. And we also have like Tradeify. I think Tradeify, the rule change we talked about on Twitter. Tradeify just has way too good of a deal for instant funding right now. Like I could just tell someone to buy it, and then they trade randomly. They probably hit a payout. They buy like 3 or 4 accounts, just doing like based off statistics, with no trading edge at all. That's how easy it was to get a payout with them. Too many killer traders that's milking props. I just wish they start pushing for instead of saying like, you know, sim traders are bad, just get you guys to live and then make a deal with live traders. If you can stay in live for like 6 months, let's say, build profits consistently, work with them, give them more funding, give them a bonus, give them milestones, give them a salary even, make them trade for you seriously. because when there's no benefits at all, like how could I be trading seriously for a live firm? I'm live with ETF. I'm live with Top Step. I'm live with soon Tradeify starting January, and then Tick Tick Trader. I only traded for Tick Tick Trader for 1 month. They're already trying to tell me that they're about to transfer me live. So I might just be live for every prop from soon. The good thing is, like, let's say I do fail to live. I talk to most firms. You're able to bring yourself back to the sim cycle. There might be some restrictions though. But yeah, I feel like eventually I might be live with every single firm. We've just been doing really too good. Numbers are too well. Which is fine. That's why I've been focused on my live. And then when I post, let's say like wins or money made from prop counts, they'd be like, "Oh, sim counts." So like, what are they gonna say now once I start posting like these type of gains here? What are they gonna say now? Like 7K on the day, start for 30,000. 2 months later at 77. What can they say now? We're traders first. We're not sim traders. We're just traders first. This just might sell off all the way to this sell side. That's interesting. New 4-hour candle. We opened up here. Starting to already push lower. Yeah, that's in hindsight. But once again, I did think there's like a 50-50 good short, or we let this play out, take this out, shake people out, and then get a short afterwards. Can't be right about everything. This was a good short for those who took that. If we get this 15-minute closure here too, that's gonna be very substantial. Do we get this hourly? Yeah, so hourly inversion, anything that it tries to retrace inside of here, I think is a short. Oh, I did that wrong again. There we go. We did take this low, so I wouldn't be surprised if it tried to go back up one more time. Because pre-CPI, within range, they're going to tease the hell out of you. They're going to tease the hell out of you right now. So if you're looking for TV here, they're going to try to make it difficult. They're going to try to see if they can shake as many people as they can out. That's the goal, to make people lose money. They're too impatient. They're chasing. They're not disciplined with it. So this is an hourly inversion now. Nothing really on the 15-minute. Unless this close, we can use this as 15-minute fair value gap. Just push it lower. Finish your second eval. That's good, Simon. What's your average position sizing for Weeble? I started out doing like one contract because that's the max contract I could do. And then I went to 2, 3. I think right now I'm doing 2 up to 5 right now. I think even today, I think I probably hit 6, 7. I forget. But yeah, CPI tomorrow. I think I talked to Alex from the lab. He might be doing a joint stream with me for PM tomorrow. He's also a trader that does dabble in PM. I think he's also focused on AM, but he is a lower time frame trader. I heard from him he trades like the 1 minute as well, and sometimes the 15 seconds, the 30 seconds. So maybe we'll try to learn stuff from him too. If you have a daily loss limit trade file, have you lost or just locks you out? It just locks you out the day. It doesn't fail the count. $53 here. This is where the open is. We did dig lower and we're trying to come back up. I want to see if we do want to retrace back inside here. That'd be kind of what I want to see. You have a 5-minute fair value up here too. See if NQ can hold here. Is NQ the weaker asset today? Kind of really balanced here. Just trying to go back for the lows here. It's really getting drawn to this sell side. I want to see if I can get a different short side up to target this low. Really not getting that right now. We'll SMT out these lows, which I don't think it's going to hold that well. I'm trying to mark it anyways. Sure, slow. I don't know what I'm looking at really right now. I just see the draw coming lower and lower. I don't really think I see any setups for it, which is challenging. I'll take this lower here. All right, so we take this low out. Something part of me thinks it's gonna reverse back up, and rebalance before driving lower later. Still not a good risk reward short for this low here, even though that's the draw. I don't really see a lot of good action down here yet. I think I'll try to hold this as best as I can because we took this 5-minute low here. Monday low, previous day low, I think. Buy is still lower. That's the problem. I'm not whirling a scalp longs yet either until I see some good confirmation. The daily gap fill, let me see. We're starting to fill a little bit, yeah. Kind of what I'm visualizing. Doesn't have to happen, but ooh, I'm running out of space. Something like this. Just so stuck here though. Which I'm sidelined is how I see a high probability entry, which requires we already have the bias for it for shorts. We don't have an immediate draw to really tackle this though. And I think we would want to aim for one more fake out if we can. So weak here. At least holding. This is a nice wick here. Took that 5-minute low. ES already taking the lows here too. Would be nice to see if we can get a decent relief move before taking the main liquidity that we're hunting for all morning. That'd be ideal. We whip out the 30-second chart. Let's see what's happening. See if this holds. I want to see one more failed attempt though. Next 15-minute close here. We have this 15-minute fair value gap now. It doesn't seem like it wants to head there though, to rebalance for lower. It really looks like it's just trying to go for this low already. Interesting, interesting. I'm gonna go get some water and pee real quick. Okay, we're back. All right, let me look at chat. I was kind of distracted trying to see if I can find anything. Oh, Tanya's in the building. Yeah, I was telling chat how I was looking for a car, and people were recommending me. Like Tanya was saying, like Tesla is a good pick. She recommended the Model 3, I think. She said her dad loves the Tesla as well. Trump is talking. Let's see. I'm just really pushing lower. Getting very close to the draw right now. I think we have one more failed attempt up before we impulse down. I'm just looking for it. Tanya, I think I need a trade from you. I don't think I can trade right now. I have bills to pay. I'm struggling. I can't find a trade for a PM right now. You didn't trade today? I traded AM at least. AM was good. PM so far is not giving too much, except this breaker retrace. That's the only highlight so far. Dang, why is it so slow? I think we should have one more failed attempt, honestly. I don't really believe in this as much anymore. This is what I really wanted. See if we can climb back up. Maybe get inside 15 fair value gap and then slam lower. See if it's still on the table. Ligma is a Japanese car. Damn. You got people selling it for... We still have the 15-minute fair value gap. I want to focus on this. If we can rebalance this, I'm pretty confident we're going to go for the sell side. Without it trying to fool you out. Bye to Tanya. She's leaving us. She's leaving all of her offsprings and her students. And she's like the disciple of like that's why I'm viewing it, like ICT disciple. Like a daughter to him. And she's leaving us. Now we gotta fend for ourselves. Do you guys like this short? I feel like if we rebalance this, we respect the 15-minute. Any 1-minute confirmation is a short for me. I wonder how many people held this short here. Mickey's long. I can use this as a breaker, to be honest here. I think if you're long, it's gonna be. I do like longs for the only reason that it's very low of the bottom of the range, but we still have this draw here, and if we can get this 15-minute, I'd probably be focused on long scalps for the rest of the session and leave this for overnight or leave this for CPI. So we just need to start respecting the upside for me to flip long bias. Surprising enough, like how we didn't even really travel that deep inside this fair value gap too. ES is already closure down, retrace back up, slam lower. That's what I'm looking at too. We're back inside this breaker. This breaker got a hold if you're looking for longs. I want to see if we can get this 15-minute too. We need to see this hold here, guys. For longs, for a scalp, target the 15-minute fair value gap here. Look for a flip. That'd be ideal. So let me just draw this out one more time. We have this high here. We have this low. We have this placement up. We want to see this retrace back inside, hold, and then probably slam lower like this. And if you're in longs here, I would try to flip at the 15-minute. Flip or sell. The 1 hour inverse as well. Yeah, that's another thing. If we do want to be bullish, we're gonna look for a drive inside 460s all the way up to like 480s here. I don't even see the inversion you guys are talking about. I don't think I... Oh, is it this inversion? The 150? If not, all I see is the breaker. We're getting very close. We're lower range right now. It's not bad for scalps here. And then we also have this 5-minute, which aligns with a 15, to be honest here. We're about to get this jab inside here. We're looking for a drive to 58 here now. So a good retrace for the breaker here. See if we can continue. Need to see a slam up now. Take this high out, ideally. That'll be pretty nice. This is the only actionable thing I see so far, other than this, which I hesitated against. Looking good for this breaker. Looking for 60, pop over 60, and then we're in the 15-minute. We'll look for confirmation for a short setup. Either flip or wait. If anything, if we do reject from this 15-minute, we'll just see any inversion that we can see. Any violation of this breaker, we'll just see as our confirmation as well. So, good for anyone who took long. This is a very quick scalp so far. I want to see more of this get filled in. If it's too weak, we see this down close here. We might get a breaker. We violate the bullish breaker. We create a bearish breaker. I'll use this candle here as the entry for shorts to take out the sell side. Kind of what I'm visualizing now. It's starting to build up for a flip here. It was very quick. It jabbed this 15-minute fair value gap and starting to turn right away. As well as the 5-minute. This is something we were looking for as well. So now we're starting to turn here. So far, 2 different setups. This bearish breaker, bullish breaker. I'm trying to see if we can set up a third one. And so far, I only executed one of them. Third one will be a short. Whether it's down here or up here, doesn't really matter to me. We did the rebalance, which is what I was really looking for. I guess it's flipped though. One more jab up, ideally. Nope. Okay. Let's see if we want to get this displacement then. Displacement through this breaker. We'll violate the bullish one. We'll create the bearish one. That'll be probably the entry we're looking next. Would prefer to go up again before providing entry. I think so too. I think NOR, FM, I'm looking at the same thing. One more failed attempt up, fill a little bit more to the 15-minute, and then get a flip. That'll be, we'll use this as the bearish breaker, and that'll be very ideal. So in this case, it'll look something like this, basically. Try to mark it as best as I can. It'll look something like this. This is the bearish breaker. And we do get another sweep. Doesn't seem like it wants to though yet. We're just, once again, we're playing like if then statement. If it does this, then we'll do this. But we're training our mind to prepare what to do if it does this. So you're really trying to learn how to anticipate price action. And that's what I've been really focused on for AM, PM, the last however long, 6 months, and how I've been really drawing these arrows as well. Let me just line them up better here. Because typically, let's say you want the sell side. What do you want to see before it hits the sell side? Most people will be like, okay, I want to see this give me a short and then slam down all the way. That's not realistic. That doesn't happen in most cases. They're going to mess you up. They're going to try to shake you out. And especially if there's any immediate draw on the upside, any internal fair value you have to fill in, like this 15-minute, like this 5-minute, it would try to target it first before really flipping. Just something to keep in mind here. But it's getting very, very weak here. Just stuck. Or not even weak, just stuck here. Stuck inside this bullish breaker. ES has yet to go into the 15-minute FYI also. So if that's something also it's looking to draw in, something like this. Ooh, I keep on messing this up. There we go. These equal highs look sus. Yeah, I think that's why I'm looking for one more jab before you flip. Inside this breaker, might be using this as the bearish breaker if we get strong displacement. Yes, it's very tight consolidation too. Yeah, so far, and this is in hindsight, if you did flip here, bullish breaker entry, flip for shorts. I didn't want to flip yet. I just took the TP off this longs, and I wanted to wait to see if we could fill up more first and get some confirmation. We got like a quick jab. ES didn't even get a jab in yet. We got very close. I do want things to line up before I take some trades. Didn't get that alignment there. And might be going for these lows now. So, I mean, a decent scalp on those longs, I guess. Shorts really just, you got to be a super type of entry. So we do have this bearish breaker now. We're going to violate this bullish breaker. We create a bearish breaker our own. And this is used as an inversion. Don't know if you want to even retap back up here. And he's already looking weaker. We got one of them right. It's the second one. This is technically right, but it's way too fast for entry, and we don't have a short entry afterwards because we just slowly came back down, chopped. And then you got this inversion here. Didn't want to retrace back inside of it. This is a candle that validates it. Had it did retrace back inside, that could have been a play in itself there. That's what I lacked there too. So we're starting to flip down, really driving lower here. I have a large daily fair value gap that trying to tackle out. Slam his lows now. Getting very close to the lows. I think we're gonna just smack it down. For ES, we might just try to retrace back inside this 1 minute and then check out this low. We have some pretty gnarly lows down here. There's our sell side. Took the lows already, but probably actually get a deeper drive with the ES too. We have this large daily, so I don't think we're gonna flip yet. Lots to go. There's a rundown. Now we're kind of in a difficult area for any entries. 4 hour targets down here. And we're looking for that as our main draw now, as well as like 380s, the midpoint here. What do you guys think now? Let's look at chat. Looking for a higher here or lower? Or just you don't know? Because we finally got the target here. We might get one more slam lower. ES here for sure wants to take out this low. Wow. Honestly, though, just looking at it, like we got this retrace in the 15 minute. We left this as a breakaway. It happened really fast. I wish we had a 1 minute confirmation set up somewhere here that was better. Let's say this breaker, this inversion, any entry that would have been ideal. We didn't get that. I'm gonna delete this. Yeah, that would have been very, very ideal. Which is a shame because everything worked out how we wanted it. We wanted to see it flip. Got this bullish setup here for entry, quick entry, target the 15-minute internal, which we got. We took out this high, internal high, and flip back down, giving a 1 minute setup. Just no entry off that 1 minute setup. And so yeah, pretty interesting so far. I hope you guys either learned something, took like the setup for longs, took your setup for shorts, took setups for shorts here. I feel like these are the three setups that we called for: shorts here, long here, shorts here. Three main setups that I've been doing like if then statement on. I only executed the longs here. I wish I flipped short here because I can't lie to you guys. I didn't short here and be like, oh look, we made like 60 points or 40 points. I wanted a little bit one more high made here and then use this. I think use this here as the bearish breaker. That would have been the easier bearish breaker to play. But yeah, it's a little challenging today, I have to admit. Now we're getting this flip. Once again, like I said here, if we do take out this low, I think we're just going to go back inside the range. Ideally, when we do have SMT off these lows, but ideally we take out these ES lows too. We are not doing that yet. We'll be live tomorrow. We're going to be live every single day. So you don't have to sweat that. We're going to take out these highs, and then that's it. There's money to be made every single day. So for this short is no longer valid only because we took the immediate draw already. Probably see something like this. Studying for your Series 3. I'll be damned if I take something like that. Unless it, what does it prove? What does it even give? I don't need to know about regulations or anything like that. I just need to know about trading and some of these marketing for like, oh, you can't be a trader without the proper knowledge for is like, I guess if you want to make it like that, I don't even think about it like that. We have a little BPR here, by the way. I want to see ES draw a little bit close. We're focused on these highs here. Thoughts on funded future family? I'm not. I think I looked at it. I don't think I like their plans that much. That's just me though. Maybe you guys would like it. I didn't like it. Had 2 wins in the PM here thanks to. Good job, Ken. Hopefully, many guys are also seeing the same thing. It's just such a slow session, but it's good just to tape read with everyone. We're not pressing too many buttons. We're just pretty unsure what's gonna do here because keep in mind this daily fair value gap is large. But I still want to see it back in the range. So for overnight, let's say if we do slam lower, I'm gonna be pretty somewhat bullish on a move back up inside the range, and then we're gonna probably see us open up the candle somewhere in the 430s. back where we were if we do slam lower. So ES here, I want to see this lift up from here. Charts look kind of janky here. We have basically equal lows, equal highs on both sides. Ideally, want to take out the highs before slamming lower. Doesn't seem to be the case. And he is so weak right now. Every move has just been slam lower, lower. I think we're about to just plummet here. Didn't get a setup off of it, unfortunately. I really wanted one. Most likely create a 1 minute fair value gap, retrace back inside of it, and slam. I think he's getting really weak here. Okay, we want to retrace. Just that weak. Yeah, we just have a lot of liquidity on the downside here. We're going for 388s right now. Let me mark that out on the charts. Power is gonna be just helping this push down. Did we take out ES soon? No, ES hasn't taken out lows yet. Put this closer. Look how close we are now. Jeff K said, Brian, you called the move down on the open this morning. Dude, I literally alerted saying this looks ripe for the downside because if I held this would have been like a 20K trade already. We closed it for 7K. This is what I was visualizing though, like we're gonna go for these lows, whether you like it or not. Love to see it happen, play in your favor though. We're about to take these lows out. Gonna probably get a nice impulse here too. Disgusting, but how's YM doing? Just out of curiosity. We're getting very and he is starting to look like it's gonna bottom. I feel like we're gonna get one more drive, impulse down, then see what happens. ES, I definitely want to see this low taken. And then NQ might just build strength instead. It's never a bad thing to not know where price is gonna be heading next. I think this is where it's very difficult. You want to lean lower, of course, but let's say you chase this, would it not make sense for NQ to like just retrace a little bit? You might get stopped out, then it slams down. You don't want that to happen. We're getting very close for these ES to slam down here. It's a matter of time. Oh, I was gonna ask guys, if anyone who knows, is there any holidays for Christmas that's like not trading? Is there? Let me see. New York stock market close 2024. Yeah, 2024. Yes, I might want to be planning a trip soon. Near Christmas time. Probably won't be trading near Christmas, like the week before Christmas. Christmas Day. Is it only Christmas Day that's closed? Not Christmas Eve, not day after. It's all of normal trading day. Yeah, I don't know if a lot of you guys even train for Christmas anyway, around the Christmas week, because the volatility there is probably weak as hell. Alright, so ES already took the lows here now. I think we SMT here. My gut feeling is like NQ starting to build up, hold up much better. If ES can follow suit, NQ try to come back up, climb back up. Once again, something like I say here, we take the low out and we go back inside the range. That's what I like to see happen. So if we inverse this 1 minute here, I might even consider trying to do a long scalp here. It's gonna be such a last minute trade, but dude, how are these arrows so pinpoint though? Like I literally put it at 399. It went to 400. I didn't mean to do like this. I'm like, I just think we're gonna impulse and then flip back up. And then based off my arrows, going for 30s. All right, we got this inversion here. I want to see this flip. I want to see this hold. One minute OB. It's very weak. We're getting close to power hour too, so like we don't have much to play here. 5 minute fair value gap to fill up. See how this inversion plays out. Mm-mm-mm. 10-point stop essentially on this. Watch this 5 minute fair value up get filled here. I'm putting break even on this now. I don't want to see this go red at any point at all. I might even just try to close it there. Damn, that wick just came back down. In versus 5 minute, we'll go for most likely 538s afterwards. This wick here, we feel the 5 minute on that wick. I don't like to see it. Just wick and come back down. This is a very weak signature. About to get break even. Bam. Break even hit. I don't want to leave it too much risk on like a high, low probability type of play because it's only decent if we get strong displacement. We got a wick and then came back down, so I got break even on there. The idea was basically we take this low SMT, we get this inversion, retrace the side, put stop at these lows, and then play for the upside. That was like kind of like a Hail Mary type of play, but with tight risk, of course. Yeah, we're 3 p.m. Nothing much here. I should just probably close it out for like $100, or it was like 8 points or something. Damn. Now we're just gonna sell off. I'm gonna stick around for another 10 minutes probably, just want to see what it does. And then wrap this up. What is slow session though? We didn't really do much all session. We just took another low on NQ here. Good break even though. Yeah, so we're looking at these lows now. If it does want to hit, that's the main focus. Good drive down. 388 next. Up next low now. Looking for this 4-hour gap here. And then impulse. Three 8/8s. There's the low. Wow. Now you're kind of playing for gravy here. Maybe you're still short. We have 2 draws right now. The 4-hour, of course, and then 4-hour fair value gap, as well as the ES lows at 40, 47.5. We're getting really close to her. We're just deep diving now. How's tech doing? Let's look at that hourly. Just out of curiosity. I think overnight is gonna be longs though. If we stay under here, for instance, we're gonna probably see a run back up to the main range again. So we'll that's just my bet right now. We'll see like open CPI here, and either CPI does a big push up or down, a big push up, whatever the case is. I want to see it within the range. We actually got this deep fair value gap here, so the midpoint of it is what, like 387. Let me just mark this out just to make sure we're on the same page. Oh, it should be lower actually. There we go. Yeah, so 383. We already hit the midpoint of it. I'm more favorable of look at longs from here. Maybe not right now, but overnight price action. You want to stay above it. I feel like if I just stayed with my bias for AM here, we would have been short all the way up here at 550s. 200 points later, boom, up 30,000. Be crazy. Okay, maybe we'll just do a giveaway and wrap this up. I want to do cash rewards now, guys. So let me upload this again. Cash rewards lets me take a business expense pretty easily because it's through the Smart Platform website. And then we can just give you guys $50 credit where you can just withdraw straight to your bank. You can use whatever you want instead of me just giving you an account that you might not want. Let's say for My Fund Futures, for instance, some people already maybe have max funding with them. They don't need that eval. Use it for whatever you want. Ideally, I would want you to use it for prop firms, though. I can't stop you from making a decision that is not prop firm. That's the thing. But let me upload the form. Pressing lower. The idea is to do $50 to 2 winners, so $100 per day. We will get it sponsored there. But what do you guys think, before we do the giveaway, what do you guys think about price action? Do you see it coming back up? Do you see it just keep on grinding lower for overnight? Tell me your thought process here. ES might try to go for these lows overnight, or like today, right now. We only like very click away. But I'm somewhat confident that this would return back up. Okay, let's do the giveaway here. I think we have it switched back on. So basically, you go to smartplatform.com. You make an account if you don't have one already. Just scroll all the way to the bottom. It should show giveaway here. If you have one entry per account, you put your name, put your email, submit. That's all you gotta do. You're gonna do that every single day from here, and then we're gonna credit 2 people every single day, every session who does that, and we're gonna only count it from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And that's gonna be the giveaway for now on, guys. Oh, let me. If you guys want the link, let me see. I feel like the website's gonna crash again because everyone's gonna try to sign up right now. That's why I've been saying, like, just make the account already. It's no problem. But yeah, besides that, congrats if you took trades with us, made some money out of it. There's a link there. We're gonna be trading for, what is it, for AM tomorrow. Oh, what a deep drive! Holy crap! Now we're getting very close to there. This is gonna get hit here, and then we're gonna probably try to see if we can long it back up. We'll get this nice fill here too. Yeah, we're very close. I need to make this visible. I want to watch this get hit. This will be the highlight of finally getting tagged here. Watch this impulse. Just a very few points away now. Get an impulse here, guys. Get an impulse whenever it wants to impulse. Whenever it wants to. Shame. We're not gonna end the stream until this gets taken. I want to see it. It's teasing now because I'm like eager for it. Bought a full port just to get two ticks TP. You have to make an account. If you make an account, let me see. You just make an account basically. Press my account, scroll to the bottom. It'll have this link here. We're gonna do that every single day. Okay, let's do this. Come on, come on. I'll give you guys for until market close, and then we're gonna credit people accounts, 2 counts. This is so teasing, man. Like, they don't have to just make it that difficult to grab, but they do it anyways. Here's a low, here's a low, here's a low. Hello, hello. Get on with it. Get on with it. Slam down. Get this impulse. Get this impulse. We're waiting. We're waiting. NQ as well. Don't forget. I see you. Let's get a nice drive to fill this 4 hour. It's just stuck here. That is funny. Navy, I would only look for longs if we take this low out and start flipping. I'm pretty ambitious long up here, or if we sweep this slow. It's like my final area. I don't think we have that much downside. Your website has a bug at password reset. Can you send a picture of it on Discord so I can get the devs to look over it? It teased again. Oh my goodness. This is not gonna win here. Ah, it's doing it again. That always happens because I think a lot of people try to make an account all at once. We've been trying to upgrade the servers, upgrade everything. I don't know what to do to solve it, other than you guys have to make their accounts already, and then you don't have that problem anymore. But it's happened when there's like 100 people trying to make the account same time. It crashes the one-time passcode. Yeah, okay, I'll just push it for tomorrow, then we probably won't do it today then. If there's too many issues, you guys just try to make it later today, or before tomorrow's stream. We'll get it reset it, and then we'll see. This happened every single stream. Let me just send this to the devs though. All right. Tell me when this slow wants to get tagged though. Let's do alert here. We'll get notified if it crosses over. And that'll be the end of the stream. Because I'll be damned if this doesn't want to get filled. I'll be damned if this doesn't want to get filled. What the heck? There it is, finally. No impulse though. I'm really expecting like an impulse, but honestly, I think we look for longs from here. If I'm being honest, maybe after one more impulse, but I think overnight I'm gonna try to see. Maybe we'll post it overnight. We'll look for a trade. It's like most likely gonna be long bias from here. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap the session up. Join the Discord if you haven't already. I think the description is in the link is in the description. We traded AM very well. So far the alerts and every commentary is on Discord if you want to tune in. And it's open till January once again. After that's gonna be closed. If you're a lifetime member or a premium member, we have the premium sign up here. Press one of these time slots that's the best suited for you, and then we're gonna look for a training session every week on that date. All right, I'm gonna end this here, guys. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.